is not what it was anymore, and it'll never be again. And time took a toll on us. You used to be my friend. Eye to eye we find our ways to cope, but time after time I needed you to know. I wasn't going down in flames. I told you I'd break apart. I wasn't going down with shame. I was torn apart. You were someone else, indescribable. It was indescribable. To wake up without you beside me, that is the first part. And not to feel you here, by then I have fallen apart. Eye to eye, we found our ways to cope, but lie after lie, I swore to myself I'd go. 'Cause I wasn't going down in flames. I told you I'd break it off, and I wasn't going down in vain. I was torn apart. No, I'm not going down this way. I should have known it from the start. You were someone else, indescribable. It was indescribable. And I wasn't going down this way. I knew that you'd break my heart, and I wasn't going down with all the blame. 'Cause now I'm moving on. You were someone else. It was indescribable. I was torn apart. You were someone else, indescribable. You were indescribable. You were someone else. It was indescribable.
The cell phone versus the wait, there's a situation. Hold on. Where's the oh, I can't tie it now. Look, wardrobe malfunction.
I don't have it tied either. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, good. So that's exactly what we're
Because
going
why?
for.
Because nothing really matters. This is the theme for today.
We're so gay.
Kimonos, wear kimonos. Listen, the best time to wear a kimono is at home, at your leisurely self. I know you're not trying to act like you're at home. I know you're trying to act like you're doing. Are you? I don't know if you're at home. Are you at a studio?
I am home. No, I'm home.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm home.
Look.
This is the best time to wear it. It just gives me like an old Hollywood star from the 1920s, a woman actress wearing her like lingerie vest. Yeah. How are
Ladies
you?
and gentlemen, the one and only Carlos Acosta. Yay! All right, so if you don't know, this is Los's Lounge. I am Carlos Reyes, your host. I have to give a big, massive shout out to Renzo and Renzo for always still being there and being such a damn good friend. We have an episode. These last 3 episodes are super special. Carlos and I met years ago through the Madonna Nation fandemonium. It
Fandom.
happens. Well, some of us are connected. How about that? And he's
Forever.
such a real one. Him and Michelle Ruiz, a big shout out to her. And
She's
they're
like
really
my
like,
momager.
look, yeah, and I know how much she loves you too. So a big up to her and you guys. You guys are always in the room and always you're living the New York life that I wish I was living. How about that? I'll say that. But Carlos was in season 1, and you can check out our episode on season 1. But the whole thing is so cool because here we are 5.5 years later, and I haven't seen him like or had a proper conversation with you since then. But I love you for still doing it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How you feel? Are you
I
nervous
feel
still?
great. I'm feeling more excited now that we pressed record and we're starting this. I was nervous before this. I always get nervous when I'm talking to anybody. I don't know why. That's such an interesting feeling I think when it's being recorded is what scares me because I can have a conversation with anybody privately.
Yeah, man,
And
you're good. Come on, you're good. You're in great company. I'd like to think so. And honestly, like you're a show boy. You got this. You're like New York version of me, but better. Okay.
no,
Um,
we're very much alike. I definitely agree with that.
yeah, but
It
you
just,
sing better and you play instruments. I just go out there and just get naked. Because let me
but
tell
you
you
sing,
something.
you
Yesterday's
give it your
debacle
all.
taught. No, let me tell you something. I'm dancing and what I love Wendy Williams, free Wendy Williams, by the way. We're gonna get to that. That's one of the segments on today's show because I'm not ending the season without talking about and a little update on that. But I'm out here dancing in panty shorts and a t-shirt I've had since I was 19 from the Drown World tour that still fits.
I peeped that
Shout out to Wendy
immediately.
Williams again. um, and that wasn't supposed to happen. So I should have had a legit outfit on. I left my final outfit at home, bro.
You kept
I was
going.
I was
You didn't
winded and
stop.
needed
You didn't miss a
Primatine
beat.
Mist by the third song. Get out of here.
See, that's the
Um,
difference. I would have stopped and made it would have been an embarrass. I would have kind of called my own self out instead of just going with it. I would have
yeah.
stopped and been like, okay, we're gonna do this over. That is the difference between you and I. Actually, I would have stopped, and
Ah,
it's okay. It's okay to do it over, but everyone kind of it loses a little bit of the magic because I feel like I need to start again, and everyone already knows. So I would need to do that in order to feel confident because I feel like if I train wreck through it, I just can't. I can't. But so I give
mhm.
a lot of props to that because you just have to keep going. And when I have
I-
kept going, it does
yeah.
work better. You can't just stop
It
the show.
actually did. It actually did. Yeah. I just have a sense of I like. What's your sign?
I'm a Sag, so yeah, definitely I have a sense of humor. A
Wait.
Sagittarius.
What month is that? Please remind me.
December 3rd, December, late
Perfect. Perfect.
November, late December.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would have wanted to restart it maybe like 10 years ago. I would have been like, we start everyone, take two. Now I'm just like, fuck it, let it all hang out. All right, welcome back to Losa's Lounge. You can listen to it on your podcast app and please hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. I don't have many social media. I don't have much social media at all. I detest Facebook, even though I use it, and Instagram. But coming season 5, expect a lot more social media such as TikTok. I'm looking into Patreon, and there's another. I heard there was another Instagram that's black owned. Um, I forgot what the name of it. It's like another type of Instagram. Anyways, I'm trying to just venture out. I'm not doing Twitter. I'm not even gonna play games with Twitter. Twitter can kiss my whole ass.
See,
And I
we
have
agree on the same things. I have a trouble with social media, same thing. But you want to put yourself out there, but you struggle with how to do that with all these different social medias and having to navigate all of them and their
there's always
different
a
kind of
new app,
perspectives.
Carlos. There's always the new thing, and we're only one human being. I mean, I don't.
We live without any of it. We used to live without any of it, and now it's crazy. I do use it, so we're all like victims to it.
Yes.
Are you doing okay? I'm trying to distract from it.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. In fact, what I'm gonna do. Oh, I forgot I can play producer here with Zoom. Here we go. All right. So I have a lot. Yeah, my microphone, man. I mean, in the last couple of episodes, this microphone has taken strays. Danielle has called me out on it. God bless Claudia. She'll be part of season 5 in a special way. We'll talk about season 5 when we get there. Uh, a big up to Claudia Jordan. All right, listen, I do have a jam-packed episode with you. Microphone is on. Uh, so let's get right into it because without notes, Without structure, Carlos, I'd be in shambles.
I
What'd you have
read
for
through
breakfast
it.
today?
What I had whole grain toast with over medium eggs with turkey slices. I'm trying to eat super clean and not unhealthy since surgery. I'm supposed to be eating
Interesting.
fruits
I
and
like that. Yeah.
vegetables.
Yeah. No, that's good. Let that body absorb all that natural stuff.
Mhm.
I absolutely listen. My sisters just bought me a brand new juicer. This is my third juicer. This is how much I use a juicer.
So you
I,
like juicing? Yeah, it's
are
great.
you
It's good for
kidding
you.
me? Throw in
Mhm.
those carrots and cucumbers.
You have amazing skin.
Get well, I have good lighting right now. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. But they just got me that one. It's really, yeah, that's exactly what it is, Carlos. It's just so much more energy. It feels good.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I love it. So I just got my third one. I haven't used it today. So when I went grocery shopping, earlier this morning, I've been up since like 6. I cleaned. I went grocery shopping. I put away groceries. I made breakfast. Um, I plan on using it today. I'm super excited about that. All right, my brother from Chicone mother. Um. I told myself start with this before I get into what I sent you because since the last time I've seen you, we both had an experience that we've been waiting for 40 years. Well,
I don't know what you're gonna say actually, but I'm gonna
the
watch
tour,
that
the
tomorrow.
celebration tour.
Oh my God.
I lived vicariously through, and I'm gonna tell you my specific video I remember of you. This is why I love Carlos. And Michelle, because let me tell you something. It feels so good when you live in your truth and you can be your authentic self, like no one's in the room. In the meantime, there's 20,000 of people. This motherfucker had the time of his life when she did Ray of Light, that particular remix in that pit. And I watched your dancing reaction video and I was like, I get it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You would have been that
There's no
person.
other way to fucking react. I would have done the same thing to that remix.
And to see, like, a lot of people were actually really still because they were all watching her fly above, and I guess that was what they were transfixed by. But she really wanted the
Speak into
whole
it.
room. She wanted the whole room to be raving for a second, and just people want to just stand there and watch. It's like fast forward to today and her Sabrina moment when she sang like a prayer and everyone was still. I don't think that they were disrespectful. I think that
It's a
they
new
just were
generation.
they were just watching and recording, and that's what you do. You're excited and you watch and record. And I think everyone did that for celebration during Ray of Light. I wish everybody would just, if they didn't have their phones, if we had all put it into a little pouch thing, maybe more people a little bit collectively would have raved a little bit. Because yeah, you would have been another person dancing just like that with me.
Oh, trust me, I was. I was just in a whole different section. I only went one time. I went with my mom. Normally I like to go, wait a minute, that's not the one as I learned from the previous episode with Claudia. That might be the one. Okay. Um, yeah, my mom and I was gonna get floor seats. We were both ready, but my mom is in her 60s and she was like, and not only that, like in the last 5 years, my mom is a breast cancer survivor. Both my
Mm.
parents, you understand, you have parents. They're getting older. I can't necessarily be like, all right, are you ready to be a front row bitch, mom? No, she's not. Mom is ready to sit all the way. No, we were first lodge
And
up,
that's okay.
and that's perfect. We had our
Yeah.
vantage point was perfect, bro. She had a great time, by the way. It's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah. I wish I could take my mom. I thought about that. I know exactly the fight you're talking about. You're thinking about like, I would love to take my mom to the experience. I don't care about being in front of her because that's just way out of. It's just ridiculous. And then
Yeah.
so sitting a bit back and having the clean vantage point is more comfortable for someone like your mom. I mean,
Mhm.
come on, let's just be realistic. You want to
Oh, we
relax,
had solid seats, bro. We
and
had
then you get to
solid
enjoy
seats.
it and see it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And the show is amazing from any
Yeah,
perspective.
no, the vantage point was great. And sometimes it's better that way because you can pay attention to like the lighting. Everything
Yeah.
comes together
We're
versus
obsessed with like getting so upset, like we're just zeroing in on her.
on
But a
her.
lot of
Yeah. So
other
being front
people,
rows, not and then you see the MDNA tour. I was front, thank God to Rafael Cardoso, who because I had floor seats, but getting to that arena at 3 p.m. and meeting certain people out there, I became a front row bitch in that pit.
Mhm.
And It's and then you see, and then I saw the same show the following week in Atlantic City, and it was like watching two different shows, but it was the same show because it's just
Mm.
that. Oh, so that's what the lighting looked like. Oh, that's what everything looks like from back here. Oh, this is actually kind of more enjoyable, no lie.
It's
Love you,
fascinating.
M, but I
Mhm.
can see your vision better. Anyway, so I just wanted to talk about that and just and what did you think about the set list? Last question
I
about the set list.
all of it. I loved all of it, all the way up to bedtime stories and take a bow.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
oh man,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
She did La
yeah.
Isla Bonita in a really beautiful way. She gave us a little bit
Yeah,
of
that went into Don't Cry for Me, which was a total, I wasn't expecting that.
and Mother and Father, which I didn't expect
Yeah,
her to do that, and the whole rap.
perfect. Perfect.
All of it was she was just kind of going as like a crash course through everything, as ugly and as beautiful and as insane and as fun and as absurd as her career has been. And that kind of
Yeah,
winds up being the last moment, which is Bitch on
yeah.
Madonna and her saying, like, I'm still here and
I would
everyone's
my
still copying
my
me.
only little nitpicks that I'm just gonna, and it's not even a complaint, but I wish Don't Tell Me wasn't interrupted with the whole Bob the whole shoot off. I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
the ending outro of it would have been the normal long one like it was Drown World Tour.
I,
'Cause
I
that
can
whole
100% agree. I can
yeah,
100%. That's
right?
fine. It
Yeah,
was a
that
cool moment, but I think sometimes in her mind, she loves her kids and wants to incorporate something,
the
and
theater.
so
I
she
love it.
does that, and she
I
loves
respect
theater.
it. And then my other thing was I was really looking forward to hearing either Rescue Me or Oh Father. I thought it was time to pull those two out the bag.
And
But
everybody was
other than
rumoring
that,
that. Mhm.
there was no other song better to start it with then. Nothing Really Matters, kimono style.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, this is our this is our theme for today. Nothing really
Okay.
matters.
This is the lounge, so we
Carlos
gotta
with a
do our
K,
best.
Carlos with a C.
It's the Carlitos Way episode. Let's get right into it. What's changed in your life since the first appearance? Or since our last
Holy,
conversation?
that last conversation I did when I lived with my two roommates. I moved out of, I recently moved out. So this is all kind of like you said, a full circle moment where you like finally come out of a lot that this whole 5 year period has been a whole life change, I think, for both of us. You're coming in on so much more experience in your podcast and everything you've been doing. And then like I finally am releasing music. I never thought that day would come. I'm struggling with social media. I'm struggling with the way the expectation of things and the I guess disinterest of people. I feel like we're all obsessed with big celebrities and everyone's up everyone's ass and social media and who has the credibility of millions of followers, but everyone's struggling as an artist. We're all trying to just get ourselves to connect. The whole thing is to connect. It shouldn't be that hard. So I think that finally getting my music out there, it has been the biggest change. And I moved into my own situation where I'm in a better space with my best friend who's my roommate now. So she was like scurrying away because she's like, "You got to do a podcast," and I got to shut up.
No,
Um,
she could just get right in if she wants. Are you
I
kidding
I
me?
told her she wouldn't have minded. She's
Yeah,
super
yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I was trying to edge off my nerves. I was like, "Girl, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be like having a conversation with a good friend." And
No, no, you're in a safe space. You already know.
so yeah, so I just think that 5 years is a long time. I think now if I look in hindsight,
Sure.
I see a lot of growth. I think in both of us. I mean,
I agree. I agree. I love that answer. I love that answer. What did looking back on the actually no, skip all that. What would season 1 Carlos tell 2026 Carlos? So what would you tell me? No.
you meant wait, you meant it the other way, right? It
No.
has to be what would
What would season 1 Carlos, because I wrote it with a CU, tell 2026 Carlos, your version, you.
like if I were to look to the future,
What was you 5 years ago? Tell yourself today now.
to hold on tight because you're gonna get where you wanted to go. You're
Excellent
getting there.
answer. Sorry, I did a horrible, poor frame of questioning there. Uh, all right, so let's get right into it. Everybody, Carlos is also a creative and he writes music, he plays music. I use the word socialite, right? I know that it seems very like Paris Hilton 2006 vibe, but in kind of a way, you guys really are, you, Michelle, and all that. You guys are always not just even in Madonna stuff, just in art in general, right? Especially when it comes to the forefront of things like Stonewall in Stonewall. I'm just gonna say Stonewall. No, it's not Stonewall in. Why did I say in? Is it?
It's the bar is called the Stonewall Inn. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. But
yeah.
everybody just says Stonewall. There's so much history, and it's synonymous for freedom fighting and for really just laying down the ground for the rest of us, right? Um, so we're gonna get to that part in a second, but let's focus on Indescribable. That's the name of his song. You can check it out. Tell us where it's available.
I think it's available on all streaming. So Spotify, Apple. It's on YouTube for
It's on
free. You
YouTube.
just play it. Yeah, there's a video, a music video they did. There's a lyric video. You can stream it anywhere. What I'm paying for apparently is supposed to get it all around. I'm not good with social media, like you know,
Perfect.
so it's
Yeah, no,
weird to you have to pay for a subscription and then that distributes it to everyone. I know saying this, I'm sure a lot of people are just like, oh, that's just so common, such common knowledge, but it's weird to me. I used to do.
I
think
agree.
that
I agree.
the other old way of doing it, it was the hustle and bustle of like you kind of spreading it yourself,
Yeah.
and now it's just being done automatically. It's a great thing, but it's a little bit jarring to me. But yeah, you can stream it anywhere.
Let me just tell you, allow me to just share some knowledge that Erica Cobb shared with me on one of my previous episodes. Erica Cobb is a media journalist, personality extraordinaire. She also comes from the background of radio, and shares and is a podcaster. Her and Claudia Jordan do have a podcast together. Everybody, please check out Accidentally Informed, NAACP Image Award nominee. That's okay. Don Lemon got it this year, but my girls will certainly, hopefully, be nominated again next year. But one of the gems that Erica asked me was, why are you so interested in being signed to a network? Like, why do you want Spotify or any of these places to pick you up your show? In my mind, why? Because I don't have time. I'm drained. I do it all on my own. So I need a team to like help me here. And I want my show to be picked up from somewhere. And but what she said to me blew my mind. She's like, no, no. She's like, I don't care how many follow. She said what she said. The bottom line is she said, you are the network. She's like, you're doing all the work and you don't have to cut any. She's like, are you monetizing yet? I said, no, that's why. She was like, no. Consistency is credibility. You keep going, it's gonna happen. And when you start monetizing on your own, fuck a network. You keep all that money. You are the network. You put in all this work, monetize that shit on your own, and you don't have to worry about. And that made so much more sense. There's nothing small about what you do, Carlos. There's nothing small about what you do. So
No,
I
you're
know that's a
right. You're
really
absolutely right.
long-winded response, but I just wanted to share that with you. There's nothing small. There's nothing to everybody. Like I just said this the other day, like a good album or a good book, right? Art finds itself to the people that will find it.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
just
and that's why you do
I
it.
hope you know that. I'm sure
So
you do.
that's why I do it. That's why I do it. So the money and the monetizing, what she said, that's actually really inspiring because I do have to find you have to find a balance between it in some way either monetizing for you or for it to help you grow because we're living in a world where it's just too insane to just do your passions. You have to work two jobs just to pay your bills. I mean, so it becomes hard to balance that.
I
So of course
understand.
you want to make money if you can doing the things you love the most, which is even tiring even doing that. But you know,
But that's
I
what we
guess,
love. That drives
yeah.
us.
But I'll get tired by doing something I love over getting tired over doing something I don't love. So
Yeah.
I'd rather get tired. I'd rather get
Yeah.
exhausted. I'll keep pushing because
Yeah.
you love it so much. And that's the thing about music for me is that I don't stop doing it regardless of where I'm at. You just kind of have to keep going. So it's never small. You're right. It's absolutely
No, there's nothing
important.
small about anything that any content creator does, unless they're just literally putting out bullshit. And what
And that's a choice.
might
And
be
that's a
bullshit
choice.
to somebody else.
Exactly. And also, yeah,
and that's
something
okay.
frivolous. If they monetize off something frivolous, I mean, good for them. That's on them. You know.
It is what it is. We're living our best lives doing what we can. What inspired this song?
Breakup. I don't know if you heard it. It's a little ballad, a little love ballad. So
Wait,
it's
so Before, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
please forgive me for cutting you off. So this is how I interpret this. I know, listen, I've played this song tons of times. I'm gonna give you my feedback on your song. But I thought that was your love letter to Stonewall. That's how I interpreted it. Because I think when you released it, because listen, Trump has been trying to do so much shit with LGBT related issues, but with the downing of the flags and Stonewall and all that. So when I first heard it, I don't know why I connected the connections you made there, Stonewall. I thought about Michelle. I thought it's a love song. You had a breakup. Damn it,
Mhm.
man. I was way off. Go ahead.
It's okay. I mean, it's about your relationship with something ending. So I don't know, maybe if that's, you were hearing that and you were hearing like kind of the intimacy of that, and maybe you were thinking the relationship with Stonewall and all the bad things that are happening in the political climate and
I
relationship
thought
to
that was
men.
your love letter to that all that
Aw,
situation.
no. I mean, it's really bizarre and crazy they're saying that, because my next song is literally about that. And we didn't talk
Wild.
about this, so let's just hold on to that thought. But for
Okay.
sure, yeah, Indescribable is definitely a straightforward breakup song. In my heart, it was like I wanted to feel like the way I wrote it, which was like I wanted to feel like you were sitting with me while I was strumming the guitar, and then when it kicks up with the production, that was more to give it the more of the flair to that I had the strength to move on from the breakup. You find the courage to move on, because when you break up with somebody, there's a moment where you kind of both have to put your guards back up and you have to realize that it's ending, and you kind of have to reserve. You can't give the energy anymore to the person. It's over. Like, you kind of have to be like, I'm getting my stuff and leaving. It's over. And you have to, and then you become a different person to each other. And when you look at each other, that look, to me, it's indescribable. And I remember in my breakups when that would happen, when they were sitting there looking at me and we're kind of discussing the end of, oh well, things aren't working out or whatever it could have been. That look, that's what the song is about.
Wow. All right.
I think
Well,
everybody's been through that in some way, if you've been through a breakup.
well, we're not. This isn't about my love life. Okay, we're gonna stick to yours. Yo, I'm mind blown, bro. I'm mind blown about that. Wow. Now I gotta go back now, and then when I listen to it now, I'm gonna be looking out for like. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So it was when the
Oh, this
pandemic
is an old
happened.
breakup.
Yeah, very old breakup, and
Oh.
also it also was like the week that the pandemic started. So like that
Oh.
opening line, it's not what it was anymore, and it'll never be again. Like that was, it was kind of like both things. Like when the breakup happened, I had to separate, and I knew that the pandemic had changed the world. So like I was like, holy moly, we're no longer, like, this is never going to happen, and now the world is apparently in this even a more insane place that we've never been in. This is going to change the world forever. So I kind of was
I understand.
picking up on that emotional kind of baggage. So that's
I
a long
understand.
time ago. I haven't. The song is a beautiful ballad, and to me, it's more linked to the movie that I used the song for, that was selected. It's called Glitter Baited, and it's a queer indie Brooklyn-based film. So for
Okay.
me, all of it kind of romanticized to it being a beautiful little ballad for this film over the breakup. You know, the
Yeah,
breakup came
that
long.
yo, no, actually, listening to you talking about it and expressing your thoughts on it. This, no, not for nothing, but a studio should be calling you and saying, "Can we use your song for like a film?" I'm not gonna lie, it's giving open. Carlos, damn it, somebody see this episode, man, and call Carlos. Get slide in his DM.
That
Just,
could be where my little pocket is. Like, I feel like I would prefer to write
bro,
songs
I
for
hope it
film.
happens. Let's speak it into existence.
Yeah,
Let's speak that the higher
I'm very
ups in the
dramatic. I like dramatic songs. So
film world or
the film
whatever hear
world,
your song and be like,
TV.
you know what, that expresses this scene, or can somebody call and pay him good? He's not doing this for cheap. First of all, the cost of living is out of this world. He lives in New York City still, or are you in Jersey?
I'm in Jersey, overlooking the city.
Same
I just
shit, same
walked.
shit. You're right there. You're across the
Yeah, I'm
street.
right.
He's across
Mhm.
the street. Same thing, same country. We're not doing this for cheap.
No, no, no,
Mm-mm.
nothing's cheap.
All
If
right.
you want it to be good, it's got to. If it's going to be great, then it needs to cost something,
A little something, we
a
got
little
bills to
something.
pay.
Unless you want to give me
Well,
your
he has
treatment
bills
for
to
free.
pay, and so do I, but I want him to get this call. Okay, listen, I don't even have to ask you who your artist influences are because we've had this conversation before and we know each other. But who are you listening to these days? Who's moving you? Other than Madonna and Mel,
But yeah,
which
Madonna
we're going to get
forever.
into Melanie. That's a whole separate
I
segment.
miss my beautiful Melanie. Well, I mean, I don't listen to contemporary pop that much anymore. I don't like listen to pop music. I think I'm too busy. I only listen. I put in the artists that I already listened to. If they come out with something new, I always give it a listen. So right now, I'm listening to Robin's Sexistential new album, which
Oh,
I love. Robin,
God, she
Dancing on My
dropped
Own
something.
Robin. What?
No, I forgot she dropped an album.
Yeah. Okay. So, she dropped that,
Of
and then
course I know who
Madonna
Robin is.
dropped
Get
I
out of
Feel
here.
So Free, and it just kind of
Yes.
took everyone's attention. But Robin dropped, I really think it's a brilliant record. It's a little bit of a concept record. It's not as accessible as her last record for a big audience, but it really is where Dancing on My Own stemmed from. That kind of body talk era returned to form, and it's really beautiful. So, like, if
Yeah.
I don't know, I listen to old artists. I've been listening to Sinead O'Connor a lot. I've been listening to Sade a lot. I love Georgia Smith. I don't know if you know Georgia Smith, but she's iconic. Cleo Soul.
Georgia
Um,
Smith. That does sound.
you would absolutely love her.
I'll look it up.
Salt. So there's like a lot of artists. I'm not listening to like pop that much, but I do love
No
Madonna's new
pepper.
stuff. I think it's no
You said
who.
salt. You said salt. So I
No, no
said no
Salt and
pepper.
Pepper. No,
Yeah.
listen to Salt. You would really appreciate them. SAULT. They're like a
Yes.
big R and
Got you.
B, hip hop, gospel meets funk. Like
I'll
it's
take
just
it.
like
It's
I don't
good
know.
music.
Listen, Alicia Keys definitely knows who they are and and loves them. So and I know you know,
Okay.
so you would
Okay.
appreciate.
Okay.
But yeah, the usual Miss Madonna,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Queen, of rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Good. You love your Marilyn Manson.
I love
Um,
Marilyn Manson.
who when he cleans up, he's very handsome. I didn't know this until like, well, I saw older pictures and I was like, who's that handsome guy giving Adam Driver vibes? What's going
Yes,
on? All right, here we go. We, as Chicone youth over here, and nothing really matters. Love is all we need. Rapid fire questions, rapid fire answers. So we're gonna do the Madonna rapid fire lightning round. All right. I'll ask you, and then I'll answer right immediately afterwards, and we're gonna move this quick. Don't think about your answer. You should know this. Favorite Madonna album?
Ray of Light.
I concur. Most underrated song?
Oh, how am I supposed to know? Oh my God.
Take your time.
Live to Tell.
Ah, Oh Father. Best tour?
Drown World.
Ooh, that was my first Madonna show. That's where that t-shirt that I wore yesterday came from. Okay, I'm going to say you know what? I'm gonna say Celebration Tour because of that goddamn set list and because I got to experience it with my mom. All right, moving along. Best reinvention or best look?
Music era.
Ray of Light era. Most controversial era, in your opinion?
Erotica.
Now. One song I say now because everybody's still trying to write off the woman. One song you'll defend forever. If you say something stupid like Jimmy Jimmy, I'm gonna end this entire
No,
episode
no,
right
no,
now.
no, no.
There's just
What's the
some
one?
songs I detest.
Masterpiece.
You don't have to justify that in my household. And let me
Hmm.
tell you something about Masterpiece. My mom is obsessed with that
My
song.
mom too. That's why how I know. Like I don't care what the world thinks of Madonna, but if my mom listens to it and just pops in and says, "Oh, I really like this one. She
It's
sounds
that
beautiful.
her
It's
ballads,
beautiful."
bro. Her
Then I'm
ballads.
like, "Oh, it's a good song. She can feel it. She hears it." And so yeah, masterpiece. I will always defend.
Mine is I Love New York. I'm sorry, you can't
Yeah,
tell me nothing about I Love New
I
York.
love New
And that
York.
last outro of like a minute, not to mention the Thin White Duke
Hmm.
version, ridiculous. Most overrated Madonna song.
Bitch, I'm Madonna.
Probably like the first two albums, all that shit. Yeah, yeah, I'm not into, well, that's not true because the first album, probably Like a Virgin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I agree. I feel
Eh,
like I can understand moving past that song, even her as an artist. Like after,
Yeah,
I could
I
imagine
think
in
the
the
older I
'90s, she was
get,
like,
I'm like,
ugh.
no, I when I want to have fun, I'll play those playful songs. But when I
I'd
want to listen
also
to
add Material
music,
Girl to that.
oh yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah, right
like they're,
along.
I will never disrespect their impact on her career, what they did, the videos,
Yeah,
how iconic they were, the performances, even how she reinvented them. But those are just simpler
yeah,
songs, and she outgrew that so quickly, uh,
yes.
catastrophically. And whenever they try to make her go back to that, and she does
Not
it,
catastrophically. You're so dramatic.
she has moved on from that so stratus. That was the word I was trying to like so
The
far from that.
stratosphere.
Yeah, yeah. So those are the two actually, more
I
so than
got
the
you,
one
my
I
brother.
picked.
I got you. Fast and funny questions that demand fast and funny answers. Whatever.
Oh my
Um,
god.
no, I have everything sectioned out here. Let me tell you something. I have everything structured out. One artist, you, Carlos, and then I'll give you mine. Um, Other than Madonna or our girls of the Spice, and that goes for me too. One artist you'd interview tomorrow.
Juliette Lewis, the actress.
Wow, Alicia
Love
Keys.
her. Oh, I
Oh
love
no,
Alicia.
I'm a liar. Janet Jackson, please,
Oh,
please, please. Concert that changed your life.
Mel C from the Spice Girls, Sporty. You were at that concert, I think. That's crazy.
April 16th, 19th, maybe 14th, 2001.
It was Irving Plaza. It was
Irving
my.
Plaza. Stood outside of that. Wait, let's not jump the gun because I have a whole
Mhm.
section dedicated to Melanie C. Artists people sleep on.
Christine and the Queens.
Okay. Um, Artists people. Oh, Reese. Reese. Shout out to Reese. Go listen to Reese How I Do That first album and also How I Do Reset, which is her taking back the ownership of her music and revamping it, and also all her other albums as well. You can also check out our episodes on Los's Lounge podcast. A big shout out to Reese. That's Res. Speaking of Philly, one album stranded on one island. I know that's super hard, so I'm gonna say you get to pick your five albums, your Mount Rushmore, and I know Mount Rushmore is four, but in this case, the power of five means a lot to us.
5 albums.
Don't think about it, just
Um,
go.
Ray of Light, Spice, Fiona Apple's debut, Portishead's main
Oh,
album,
we've got four in there now. Go balls deep.
and Bjork's debut.
There it is, man.
How that's a crazy ask. I can't even
That's a
imagine.
that's a lot of
But those are crazy artists. I feel like I threw as many. It's a little bit. It's so eclectic that
that's
I
a
can't
moody
get
ass
pulled
collection you got.
from any of that.
That's the type of collection that's like each album is for each day, depending on how the week is going. My five, I'm gonna say actually, I'm gonna what's the compilation album? It's not GHV2. Didn't she put out a greatest hits?
Just
Is it Celebration?
celebration.
Okay, I'll say that because that covers the
I love that
majority.
one. Hmm.
Northern Star, Alicia Keys MTV Unplugged,
Oh,
Nas Illmatic.
I've been listening to that album a lot lately. Actually, well, I've been working out, so I'm kind of depressed that I can't work out post surgery because I've been listening to Nas. I've been listening to Old Dirty Bastard. I've been
Perfect.
going on a hip hop rap deep dive
As
when
you
I go work
should, being a
out.
New Yorker. Look,
Absolutely.
Nas and AZ has a new album out that my best friend Harry and I were listening. Don't get me started on hip hop because I will create a whole new section
Good.
on it.
Even Miss Maya dropped a new record.
Yeah, did you see her Breakfast Club interview?
Yeah, I love her. She looks great.
She's incredible. Let's get right into it. Let's not beat around the bush anymore. Because who wants a bush?
Not me. I shaved.
Her. Melanie C. Yes, April 2001. I was in the building, Irving Plaza. Let me tell you something about this, Carlos. Mother and I, my mom, stood in line, okay, from 1 o'clock to those doors open at 8, or maybe even 7:30, I'll say. But to my memory, it was 8 because at 9 o'clock, the girl from the real world came on and put everyone to sleep. Um,
I don't even
Rebecca
remember
from
that.
Seattle. And in the
I don't
time, I'm
even
like, it's
remember.
Rebecca from Seattle. By the time she went on her third song, I was like, "Where's
Where's
Steve?
Sporty?
Come smack this bitch right off the stage." The way he did to Irene.
Yeah, nobody
No.
wants an opening act.
Oof. My mom, I got to the front. I didn't care. I wasn't right in the front. I may have been like two people behind the first person that was in the front. My mom said, I see other grown ass adults back at that bar area, and there's a bar. I'm out. I was like, all right. So you were there too.
You
Wow.
know, I don't know
That's
how
epic,
I
bro.
actually don't know how old you are, but I feel like I was too.
44.
I'm 39, so I was a bit younger, so I don't have a good memory. My
Oh, so
memory,
if I was 19, you were
I was like 6.
13?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're 6 years younger, right?
That's
What did you say?
insane.
Or 5 years younger. So like 13 or 14.
That's
I don't know how to do
insane.
math.
5 years, 5 years. So 14 years old, 15 years old. My brother accompanied me. I don't have a good memory. I don't remember the opening. I don't remember the real world.
Really?
It rings true. Like when you said that, I was like, oh, I kind of remember like in a weird flash that
Yeah,
those.
because when you walked in, they had the little small section for the merchandise with a poster with her with the brown background with the she had that blonde
I didn't even see that. I didn't see it.
oh
I
please,
walked
I
by.
brought
I was so little. I was walking through crowds of
really?
people,
Where
and
were
I
you at in that venue? Because that's a small, intimate venue, two levels.
I was dead center, but like in the back, like to almost where the sound booth was behind me.
Right.
My
And then there
brother
was a
wasn't even
bar
pushed.
back there, lounge area.
My
But
little ass, I couldn't see nothing. And I was so emotional. And my brother said
oh nah, my
he
brother.
said
I was
something was wrong. He's like, I saw you change when you saw her come out, and he's like, and then I turned to you, came on, and you. I never saw you light up like that, and then I knew what music meant to you after that. And so Mel C for real, I will. She's bringing people on stage right now to sing "Never Be the Same Again."
oh, that's gonna be me. I'm bringing my pictures. Fuck
That's
that.
gonna
Because
be
Carlos, when I
me.
when I
It's gonna
hit
be
submit
you
order for
and
that
me.
VIP experience, the fucking thing sold out. So I didn't do it
Oh,
quick enough. So I said, okay, I've been to this venue. I saw Azalea Banks and I was right there on the side of the stage. Perfect. This year, I'm bum rushing all the gay dudes. I'm a homo thug it out. Oof,
we're
oof,
gonna be in the
oof.
front. We're
I'm
gonna be
gonna
in the
be right
front.
here with my pictures. Hey, baby, I've been rocking out. I don't know them.
You could
I
do
don't
it.
know
I
them.
can see you doing it. Oh my goodness, she's
Let's
bringing up a
go.
fan every show.
Que si
It's
que,
the
que
cutest
si
thing,
que.
and
I'll
they're
be
doing the
screaming
whole
in the
rap.
back. No, don't do that front row, motherfucker. Look at my pictures. I've been waiting 25 years, bitch.
You know how many
Yo,
fans are gonna be
literally,
doing that?
Carlos had the VIP. Did you saw that VIP package?
Mhm.
Meet and greet, studio Q&A. You get to see the sound check. I'm gonna
I
get my
know. I love Miss Sporty. She's rocking it. Her new record is great. I'm so
sorry
happy
about
for
that.
her. She's
Um,
doing great.
I agree. The album is phenomenal. For those who are interested, Melanie C, the album is called Sweat. It is a high energy album that'll get you exactly to do what the album title is Sweat.
Inspiring,
And
motivational.
and people sleep on her artistically, but what she has done with this body of work is taken all that experience. I keep seeing all these interviews with her, but by the third one, it was all the same questions and answers. So I'm
Mhm.
like, you guys need to switch up the questions or have somebody send her my way. I
Mhm,
got
mhm,
this. I got this. Um, but it really is. She took all that experience from being a professional DJ, which she does now, as you know. Maybe our
mhm.
my listeners or watchers or whatever don't know this, but she's a professional DJ around the world. Well, sister showed up and showed out. And I'm gonna tell you something, Carlos. I played it the first time and I gave it that first spin, and I was like, all right, I hear a couple tracks I like. Drum Machine won me over immediately. And Pressure. I was like, ooh, that's the gem on the album, Pressure. And then I didn't
Yep.
pay any mind to it. And then something last week said, no, sit and listen to this album. So I'm driving, I'm smoking my weed, I got the roof open. And by the time I passed Pressure, by the time I Feel Free to Love Again, that song,
Oh my God.
I was
Yep.
like, this bitch just gave me like 11 bangers back to back to back to
They're
back to
all
back.
so well written. They're all so fun. They're different. They're dynamic. There's like a different energy to them. There's a different sound and genre
Right?
to them. I think that's why it took me a minute to click too. It was a little bit different for me. But then now I hear I hear like a little bit of like what a song from Northern Star could have been, or like from the past. Like I do hear it in
That
the
part.
verses. I
Thank you
hear
for
it in the.
saying that.
It's a little bit different, but if you just really kind of dive into it and you let it sink in, you hear the elements of her classic songs, which I think at first I thought was missing because in Sweat. It was very Sweat is very is it's almost a performative song. Like it's supposed to be. She said she wanted it to be like let's get physical, like very dramatic,
Yeah,
very on the nose, very a physical fitness song, and that's what she said she was
sure.
doing. So that makes sense.
Sporty
I prefer
Spice,
the
that makes sense.
remix. She was right on brand. She looked great. The video was cool. The
Speak
guys
on it.
dressed in their speedos with their Spice Girl logos and the speedos. That was all hot and cute. She was right on brand. So this album, yeah, I think that I think she should have released another single with Sweat to
Drum
showcase
Machine
the
is out.
record.
Oh,
Drum
at the same
Machine
time. At the
at
same
the same
time.
time, but
Okay.
Drum Machine is still fantastic, and what a
Right,
great
right,
clean
right.
visual.
Did
The
the
video
album
is
go to number
beautiful.
one anywhere in the world? Especially
Um,
in
I
her
think it went to number 3 on the UK charts, which is what she's. But it's
Oh,
okay. I think that's okay. It's a big feat. I think it was bigger than Northern Star than we even think. I think
yeah,
Northern
because
Star
Northern Star didn't chart hot. Northern Star
it sold really well.
worked its
Exactly.
way up.
It
And
sold well, and it got some number one singles, but it didn't necessarily chart on the top right when it came
not
out.
in the beginning,
But
but
that
by
doesn't
the
matter. I
time
think
Never
that
Be the Same dropped.
longevity is more important, I think,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
record sold a multi platinum, which is fantastic.
Yeah, she had it that year. By the time Never Be the Same, that album started going. Even here in America, not too
It's
big
a
in America,
classic
but
record. It's really like
classic.
Madonna's Ray of Light. Like it really has
It,
beautiful songs in the end and the beginning, mature that like your mother would listen to, and the fact that we were listening to it as kids of loving the Spice Girls, it was really evolution and it was growth for me to hear those
that's an
songs and to love them. And so
yeah,
props to
that's an
Mel C.
artistic ass
She
album from the
grew,
musical
yeah, she took
arrangement.
herself seriously and she
Mhm.
said, I want to make beautiful songs. I want them to be rich with vocals and gorgeous lyrics. And she really nailed it. I think it's one of my favorite records
You
ever.
said you compared it to Ray of Light, and that's exactly what it's like. Ray of Light's cousin, but then she also did work with some of the same
Yep,
people
with
too, so
William
that makes
Orbit.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mel C, we're coming for you, and if you're bringing people on stage,
It's either
I'm
going to be
telling
you or
you right
me.
now, I'm gonna tag you in this when I post this. I'm telling you, my name is Carlos, and
And
this is
my name is
Carlos.
Carlos with a C.
Wait, this way. Oh wait.
This is Carlos with a
Oh
K.
no, my lighting is falling apart. My life is falling apart.
No, you're okay. Oh, now you're gone. But listen, Mel C, please
Trying
pick
to
one of us. I can rap.
No, pick
Carlos
the
can
both
rap.
of us. Pick him in
Pick
your
both of
city
us.
because I'm seeing her in Boston.
Pick both of us in
Right.
each respective city,
Yes.
please. Because I will
Yes.
rap, never be the same
Yeah.
again.
We won't let you down. I will
Mm-mm.
harmonize with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I got you, baby. I'll even do Left Eye's rap part. I know that from the Rudy to the
No,
Tootie.
that's your job. That's what she's doing. She's putting people on stage to do the rap as Left Eye, and then you sing the rest of
Perfect.
the chorus with her.
Perfect. Here we go. Mel, I'm your guy. Slide in my DM. I'll see you in Boston.
I'll
All
see you in
right.
New York.
Cost of living in daily life in America has been astronomical, and this is nothing new, so I'm not going to focus too much. But one of the things that I've been asking, um,
What are the things you've been asking?
I've been having
Boom.
microphone issues. Claudia, I can't wait to receive
You need
your.
a mic boom on top of you like this. What happened? What happened?
This is Carlos reporting live from Loz's Lounge. One
Listen,
of
you
the
look
things that's
great.
going on in America is that the cost of living, Mariah said above. Mariah said above. Mariah.
That's
So
what
I got to
Mariah
do
said.
the recess lighting above, but this isn't, there's nothing recess about this.
What? Don't. I don't know. I don't think you should be taking advice from Mariah.
I take some advice from Mariah because
Some.
when she's talking, when she gets into her hood bag and she starts talking that talk, I'm like, yeah, underneath that facade, that's who she is. That's my girl.
She looked good last night. Apparently, she was at the runway in New York City for
You know, I
Gucci.
saw an AI video of her, Carlos, that somebody did, and it was talking. It sounded just like her, But she was talking about that the reason why people, she goes, everybody keeps talking about why I don't move on stage. Well, I live with fibromyalgia. So to be honest with you, it doesn't feel, and then it went on a whole thing about it. And it sounded so believable and actually made a lot of sense. And then when I asked about it on Google, it said, no, that's AI generated. And I'm like, oh,
I don't believe. I don't. I think her not moving is just a choice, and I think she like laughs at it at this point. And if people make it more of a thing, she gives it a laugh and just
I
laughs
like
it
it.
off.
I like
She
it.
doesn't.
Will my
She's okay.
girl,
Yeah,
if she wants
she's
to be wheeled
doing.
out in a chair, get my girl a chair. If
She
my
was wearing
girl
a
needs better
pantsuit last
lighting,
night. She
get
looked
my
good. She was wearing a
that's
pantsuit.
Mimi. All
Yeah.
hail Mimi. Okay. New York cost of living, New Jersey cost of living. Talk about it, man, because right now you guys got the World Cup coming soon, and from what I heard, prices are going to go up. What a fare should cost you on a train, several dollars, is going to cost you 100 to get through the city when they come. Madonna's coming, Shakira's coming, um,
BTS
um,
is coming.
they're coming, everyone's coming except I. I'd like to come, but not to FIFA.
I
I'd
think
like
it'd
to come
be.
in other ways. No. Listen, seriously, how are you holding up with that? And I'm not asking you to divulge personal stuff. Nobody here is counting your coins. What I'm saying now, how are you as a New Yorker, New Jersey, are feeling the effects of the economy today?
Everything is so expensive. I'm not, that's not even a. I just keep working two jobs. I overwork, and then when I underwork, you have to really tighten your bootstraps and not spend any money. I mean, it's not easy. You can do it, but it really is no way to live. To survive this way is absurd. I'm not. There's no crying. It's like there's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in this. Like the truth is, if it's too expensive, get out of the kitchen. Move somewhere else where it's less expensive. I get it. I was born and raised in this area. This is why I'm not in New York City. I'm adjacent to New York City where I have better opportunities where I could afford it. But even here, it's too expensive. There's people moving in, there's people Airbnb everywhere overlooking my view of New York City. We have skyscrapers coming up. The cost of groceries are insane. The gas is insane. So I'm just seeing it go up, to be honest. How do I manage it? I don't know. You overwork and you underspend and you make sure you pay your rent first and forget the rest, I guess. I mean, luckily I'm able to feed myself, even though it's super expensive. I'm still pushing. You never know when times get rougher. I just think you should save money. It's just kind of a case to case kind of thing. Like you said, I'm not divulging anything, but for everybody, it's kind of the same weird hustle, but it's different by case because you have to figure out where you can squeeze money, and make it work.
Absolutely. I understand, man. I have three jobs and it would be we talked about monetization off of the show earlier, and it would be great to nice to have that income for me because my God, an extra like 50 to however much grand would be incredible doing something creative. And seeing how much I made last year. No, that's all I'm gonna,
That's a
Carlos.
whole other thing.
Well, this is Whitney Williams taught me this. Darling, yes, darling. Um, but then I'm like, but wait, no, I haven't bought a house yet. Like, I haven't even taken a proper vacation. I got the funds, and I need to show for it. I feel like more because I feel like for me personally, this might be a little bit off topic, but one of the things that I always talk about to my best friend Harry is like, I wish, and this is so off topic now, but I see like, men, right? When we grow up and we evolve, we find our woman or our love, right? We get married, we have kids, one way or another. For everybody that looks different, right? In 2026 and before. And there's these rite of passages in life that I see all my friends grow through. And those rite of passages help evolve people. And I feel like, damn, I feel like some of those things I missed out on. Why did I mention this? Why did I mention this? Because there is a point. I need to connect this. What was we talking about before?
kind of our finances and how maybe you should show more for it. Like maybe you wanted to buy a property, you finally want to settle and
Yes.
buy a home or
Yes.
something.
So,
So you
oh
could
yeah, because
see that.
I was like, yes. So last year I see what I made, and I'm like, well, where's all the money going? I can afford a house. Like I can do this. And I'm lucky. I'm not complaining. Carlos isn't complaining. We feel very lucky. People are out here really not eating.
Mhm.
Kids are out here in these schools not eating. Parents and rights, women's rights, everything is just being stripped and taken away. It's like the ultimate life reverse card from Uno. We're in
Mhm.
reverse right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a skip and a draw four. You don't see that anywhere happening,
Yeah, it's not coming.
but that's where we are. So what are you doing to self-care? Because it's not easy for anybody.
I don't go out anymore. I mean, that's
You
just
don't have to
I
go out to
don't I
self-care.
think
What brings you joy and what calms your mind down?
working out, meditation, music, of course, like listening to others' music. No, I'm not talking about my own music. Like I just listening to records and it zones me out. It's like a time machine. It's a healer. It helps me remember people that I've lost. So music is such a healing thing for me. So I
Mm,
use that when I'm in stressful points. Whenever I have really bad moments, I try to close my eyes and I hum something that's important to me. Like anything from Ray of Light. Um,
mm,
I don't know, movies that are important to me. I use these mediums of entertainment as like as time machines, as like my own way to escape reality. Because I think when I was a
sure.
little kid, the Spice Girls, when I was getting bullied, that's what I thought. I really thought that when I was watching them on TV, that I was zapping into the TV and I was okay around them. I was safe with them in that fantasy world that I created. And I find myself, I feel like I think a lot of us in our age bracket are reverting back to the 90s. So it's like even though it's not when we're in 2026, the whole world is regressing. And so we're picking the pocket that fits us. And I think somewhere in the 90s is our pocket,
Yeah.
somewhere where we understand the 80s, we understand the effects of the 70s, and we're now in the 90s where it's not perfect, but things weren't as chaotic and out of control as it is now, where
And
it's
people actually
completely upside down.
communicated.
We all used to communicate. We all used to look at each other eye to eye, and we're losing that. I mean, think about all the social media, like you said, every app, everything. It's like, I understand that it's fun. I understand that it's cool. I understand that. I mean, these AI things that everyone is posting constantly. I mean, I use AI sometimes. I'm not going to lie, but people are using it. Anybody with millions of followers is all doing any trend on AI, and it's demolishing water, like it's ruining our earth at such an astronomical rate, and we just all there's no way for us to stop. There's no way for humans to take a moral compass and say, I can't. Who cares about this dumb picture that'll make me look hotter if it's going to
Yeah.
cost us 500 bottles of water? And no one, we just can't slow it down.
I feel like without going too much into religion, but this is things I think about and the good book, it's this is all written. Like these are the end of the days.
Well,
Everybody.
that's what my mother says. I'm an
No,
atheist, but my
absolutely.
mother
And
tells me my
mom's
mother tells me,
absolutely
yeah,
right. Be clear, Carlos. Be very clear.
I'm very clear.
In the blink of an eye, when it goes down, if it happens in our lifetime, everybody, and I keep saying this, it's not a joke. You better grab your Bible. That should be the first thing you grab, and we all need to get down and pray for mercy. Um, but I say all that to say I feel like because it's in the book of Revelations, the marking of the beast, and I feel like these days, don't take it in the hand or the mind, right? The 666, the marking of the beast that controls everything. What the fuck is in our hands all day long?
Yeah, what you're
What
saying is like
brings what
Black Mirror
brings
is the way I see it. It's like all these dystopian. It's like this is not good, and we
what
use it
brings
all
all
day.
divisiveness? What gave everybody the idea that now their opinion matters? What gave me the audacity to think that my opinion matters? What are
So
we
yeah, we
all
can go
still
in a
stuck
circle and say that
looking
we're
down?
using it too. We're doing it too. It's like it's a weird. It's
I
hard to talk about
know.
it, and then
Double-edged sword.
it's a double edged sword. It's hard to criticize it, and then But I mean, I think that that's where we are. We're in the place in society where we're all putting our foot in our mouth, but we're also saying we're making the point. Like, I mean, I think like everyone's using that as analogies for a lot of things. Like they're saying like, how can you support this country if they're against all gay people? It's like, but those are not the same things. You don't have to necessarily, just because let's wake up to the reality that the whole world is against gay people collectively as a society for a long time. That generally
Yeah.
the idea is that the common society doesn't accept it fully. So don't use that as a debate to defend your right to believe in one side or the other. So I think that we're all doing that. We're finding a way to wrap around and say your truth isn't the truth because of some other truth, and then we're sticking our foot in our mouths, and because of that we're all stuck. We're like, what is the truth then, and whose side is right? And I think it's because we're all stuck with too many opinions, and we got to a point where everyone thinks they're right and nobody's going to back down. And that's the saddest part of all, that nobody could budge even a little bit. It's so disheartening that nobody can let down their guard and say, maybe I'll listen to you a little bit. But nobody's saying that. Everyone's like, no, you
Or
are
just having a
absolutely right.
rational conversation, have an emotionally intelligent conversation.
Yeah, just let down your guard a tiny bit. Who knows who's right?
Put
Who
on a
cares who's
kimono.
right? Who cares who's right? We're wearing a kimono. We're able to live in a 2026 world that's being blown up to smithereens, and yet we are allowed to still be creative, still let our stuff out, still celebrate our freedoms. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, the divisiveness is ridiculous. I am the type to and I'm growing up, so I don't know if you are like this in your life, but I am because I feel like kindness is always taken for weakness. So I feel like if
these days, much more than ever. So
so
even
sometimes when you
people that,
gotta go low, I'm that type that I like to go low. Or you want to play in my face and you want to go low, then what did Cardi B say? I'll go low with you. I'll take it to hell with you.
yeah.
I'm trying to grow out of that mentality because I've seen that sometimes, but you can only pull that card when you really need to, when it's really invading your
Mm-hmm.
peace,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Because if you do that shit all the time, then it's just, Um, let's switch
Unhealthy and
gears. Let's
chaotic.
have
Yeah.
another layer of fun. Take a sip. I will too.
There's no alcohol in this, by the way.
My God, I'm craving a Smirnoff Ice. Are you kidding me? My drink of the year is Smirnoff Ice, the red, white, and blue, and everybody's gonna leave me alone, okay? Don't judge me.
What flavor is that?
That's what I said when I saw it. So it's a blue one, and it just tastes like juice. It just tastes like blue. It's almost in the realm of a blue lemonade, but not
Okay.
necessarily. You see what I'm saying? So, oh,
Blue
red,
icy.
white, and
Okay.
blue. Smirnoff. If anyone from Smirnoff is willing to call me and sponsor the show, I am your
For July
guy.
4th. For July 4th.
I am your guy. I don't care what Putin's doing over there. I got to pay the bills.
Oh my God.
Is the LGBT community of this day doing too much, Carlos? What do I mean by that? Have they gone too far and done too much with the oversensitivity, the hypersensitivity? But then again, the sensitivity thing really is generalized for everyone right now in the world, everyone. But I'm
Mhm.
just talking about this specific community. Has this new have they gone too far? Have the pronoun? I don't really hear anybody talking about pronouns anymore. That seems like that came and went. Thank God. Um, has it gone too far? I ask you this, sir, because I'm not gonna stop listening to Snoop Dogg.
Oh my God, you have that. Okay, so I
And this is not about Snoop
so
Dogg, but do you understand I want you to understand my level of thinking because my evolution, I'm becoming more conservative in my thinkings too. I don't know if this is happening for you, but talk about and go ahead. I'm sorry, speak.
well, I'm definitely old mentality. I can't retain much more new information. I'm getting older and it gets harder. Though I don't know. I don't think that they've taken it too far. I think that it's all perspective, and
Okay.
it's young people. And when you were young and
Yeah.
you want to explore and defend something, I think that
Yeah.
right now where queer society is in a place where they have been exploring these things. Uh, I think it's just invasive from every from all sides. Like people don't give the room to listen to kids that want to. It becomes immediately confrontational. That's the problem. That's literally
Okay,
the problem. I don't think it would feel this overwhelming if it didn't feel confrontational from all ends. It always ends up
sure.
becoming problematic. I can't remember what your pronouns are or whatever, but I don't think that it's that hard. I think on both ends there's a lot of
That's what
resistance.
Harry tells me, my straight best friend. Yeah.
It's like I don't, I have a lot of trans friends. I have a lot of non-binary friends. A lot of they them pronoun friends, and they don't live their everyday moments prejudging that. So the fact that it's a normal idea that maybe they're doing too much, right? That's just almost like what's being perpetuated to us that they're doing so much. They're not thinking about it every day. You think that in trans families with trans kids, you think that they're thinking about it all day? They're not trying to inundate everybody with this. They just want you to respect them for that and then move on from it. I've made the mistakes. I've given wrong pronouns. I've made the mistakes in every aspect that you can even imagine, and I've done that in at Stonewall. So even in my workspace, I've done that by accident, and they've always responded with kindness, and it wasn't even a thing. It was all about intention. So I
Absolutely.
really, really think at the end of the day, it's really they just want to separate us and meaning they I don't know who perpetuated this the idea of, I mean, think about the trans issue, the percentage of trans population to the issues that we have politically, how insane and how disproportionate that percentage is, and how the trans population is so small even in the sports community. They're a nothing community, point zero something, for us to have these huge fights in the world where someone was just murdered at NYU or at a school in New York City
Yeah.
for doing their laundry. Isn't that crazy? I mean,
Wild.
so it's just wild. It's just
Unacceptable.
wild. My
Unacceptable.
base unacceptable. My base reality is that everyone deserves their life, and that
Absolutely.
if you spend every waking day saying that you're in the wrong body, or that you feel differently, and you're going to fight that every single day against everyone's judgment, against your family's rights, like you're going to be disowned, and you still wake up every day feeling that way, and the other option is that most of these people end up killing themselves, then I can't
Right.
tell you I can't tell you not to
I
live your
know.
life the way you want. I'm going to hug you, and I'm going to tell you I am here for you regardless.
Let me ask you this though, real quick, because I want to give you an example for the first time I experienced this. I had to talk about this with my boss. Um, I won't say of which job, and I won't share what that conversation was. That was one-on-one human to human talk. Um, so so there's a lot of celebrities that always say, right? Like especially like right now, I think who was not Vivica Fox. Was it Vivica Fox? No, it was Angela Bassett. And there's been other celebrities that have been saying that, excuse me, LGBT related themes in younger children stuff shouldn't be there. Let's let kids be kids, which I'm gonna be real with you. I'm 1,000. I stand on that. I believe in that as well too. But that's not my thing here. Um, oh my God, what was my point? Oh my God, I ramble and then I lose my point. I lose my point. I lose my train of thought. Oh, okay. So I kind of believe, not I kind, I do believe in that as well too. But then I
Okay.
also think about like what you said when we were young. I remember sitting there at 8 years old on HBO.
Where you cut off?
I finally see a book because we know that they're trying to take away books and all that stuff. And I'm all about freedom of expression and all that stuff. But I finally seen a book at a home visit that I was at. I work with young kids at a home visit I was at. And this is a Swahili family. I probably shouldn't even be saying this too much, but I have a Swahili. There's a lot of migrants, immigrants, and refugees. And for those who don't know the difference between each one, please get familiar because there is a difference. Um, and the little boy who's 5, autistic. I shouldn't be saying all that. That's too much, too much, too much, too much. Okay, I'm reading to him instead of doing my actual home visit, which is fine. He gave me this book. He had this one book. It's called Sam, right? So I'm reading it. I'm reading it. By the time I get halfway through, Sam and his sister Maggie, or Maggie and something, I forgot what it is. But the sister was acting weird. And when I got to the next page, the brother and the sister had their late night conversation, like, and then it was a trance. It was that. So the first thing that I thought, and then I still think, is like, oh, great message. Ooh, too soon. Too soon. In my opinion, way too soon. I'm surprised my mother didn't turn off and throw that TV when Madonna was giving head to that Evian bottle. Too soon. I feel like let's let these kids be kids. Let's introduce them to these things. Yes, every parent has the right to do that, but damn, why so young, Carlos? Like I feel like let's so if we're gonna do that, why can't we change the conversation? Because I understand it is about teaching tolerance, but when I read that book and I saw it face to face, I was like, yeah, honestly, and I know people are gonna watch this and be like, really? You think like this? Yes. But I'm coming at it respectfully. The first
Mm.
thing I thought was, my God, we live in Springfield, Mass. Someone get a Dr. Seuss book now. And then give this book to this kid when he turns 13, 14, 15, or something. Fuck, our cerebral whatever it's called, vortex, and our brain doesn't fully develop till 25. Um, that's how I feel about it. But I
Okay.
also do see and understand and respect the other side, even if I don't agree with. I nothing but love and respect. That's also not my place to speak on it either. But since we are giving our opinions out, what are your thoughts on anything I just said? Because I feel like Carlos, a lot of the times I have a lot of unpopular opinions. And
Look,
Harry always jokes and says I'm one step away from a MAGA hat. Go ahead.
I think the most aggressive people on the left are probably one step away from that, actually. They're all close enough to wrap around to each other at this point. But no, I will say this. How does the influence of that story, how is that going to change in any way? Let me phrase it to you this way. Has any story in your youth changed your sexuality, what you ended up turning out to be? Considering that we have only been inundated by heteronormative subjects, how would that in any way inundate or influence a child to want to then actually change their sex if they are not transgendered? Because mind you, you're not going to just wake up and say I'm stuck in the wrong body because you read a story. I,
Right. I
I
guess where
think
I'm
as a
coming from
child
at
they're
it
going to
is
say,
too.
they might
Right.
say I want to play, I think what people are, I think, are saying is that they have a fear that the child is going to wake up and say, "Oh, I want to dress in girls' clothes now." If they're a boy, right?
And
Is
kids do
that
that
where?
shit naturally, books or no books. Let's be very clear.
So that's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. They
Right.
don't,
Okay.
regardless of them
Okay.
doing that, boys don't turn out to be gay if they're not gay.
Right.
Girls
Right. Right.
don't.
Right.
They don't
Right.
just wake up one day and say all of a sudden that if that story. I don't think there's any case that anyone's ever said that this story that I
Right.
got as this can prove
I don't think it's so much no, and I feel like that everything you're saying is absolutely true. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. But I also feel like sometimes two things can be true too. So I feel like no, I don't think it's gonna be just exactly how you said it. That little boy or anybody in that household or any little kid's gonna read that. But I just feel like what if these things plant the seed for a little confusion? But then also I'm thinking about myself too in saying this.
what if that kid
I'm
is
thinking,
trans? What if that kid is trans?
huh?
And otherwise, what if that kid is actually trans? What if that, the seed of confusion
Or
is a
maybe not
blurred
seed
line
confusion. I
because what
said
if,
that wrong. I said that wrong. Let me retract that. I said that wrong. That was
mm,
very rude. Not rude. It was just not well thought out. Sexuality, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That whole
yeah,
I just feel like too soon for maybe a 6-year old.
but sexual, but it's and that's not related to anything
That part
immoral
that
or
that
anything
part of
wrong.
sexuality, I should say.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with sex. the act of sex or anything that's inappropriate for a
Yeah, you're right. It's
child.
more gender and body image.
I really think that, and I think the nuance is important. I think that it's important that you said it. I have no issue with like your opinion and standing strong in that. I understand.
I know,
It
love.
to me, it's a very nuanced thing when you're dealing with children. I
Yeah,
think, of course, every parent has every
yeah,
right to deal with their children that the way they see fit.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's so important to note that a lot of people have this idea about a kid being trans and how the people around them influence it or like whatever. They're not going, it takes so much time to go to therapy. The therapist has to have
yeah,
sessions with them one-on-one for months before
yeah.
anything gets passed, before anything happens. And so, like, politically, we're dealing with people that are saying that these sex changes are happening, that young kids are being mutilated. That's not true at all, not even 1% of truth. So, if we strip all these things away, I don't see any harm in that. I don't think, I understand that the stories, it may not be appropriate for them to be as a child, like you're saying, but think about, like you said about Madonna, it's like when we were watching all these
Yeah.
things, that didn't change us being who we are. And in fact, it was
Yeah,
a
it wasn't an
very
8-year-old running to
important,
an
it was a,
Avion bottle trying to practice oral sex.
but wasn't that very, very important to us? Wasn't the fact that, I mean, I personally, um I turned out to be gay. This is who I was, and I knew that from the beginning. I didn't just wake up one day and find out that I was gay or come out as gay later in life, you know what I mean? Like, I knew that as a little kid. I didn't understand what that was. So can you imagine being trans and not understanding what that is, but you
Right.
know that something's different, that you're not going to turn out to be different because of the book that you read or like in any way. I personally don't think that. I don't think
Right.
that there would be any linkage to that. Though I understand a parent has every right to have the books censored based on what they want, but you should have a myriad of books. So like if you're in a school that has just little kids that are just living a heteronormative life and they're all white kids, wouldn't somebody who's black in that school think, isn't there a book with any black characters in it? Like, I
Right.
didn't see that.
Sure.
Isn't there any book with Jewish
Sure.
characters in it? There should be everybody. I have nothing, no problem, no qualms with any religion. As an atheist, it doesn't matter. Everyone should have the right to have representation is so important. It's the reason why people don't commit suicide. It's the reason why kids um, find a way out of their depression. It's the normalcy of the horrors of this world that are not accepting. The normalcy of that and the representation of that is more. It's so important. So like, I don't think that it would have made a difference to any kid to
Yeah,
see
and I don't want it to be narrow casted just to trans in general.
that.
I'm
Mhm.
because in my mind I'm like, oh, because that's just that was
No,
what
it's a
that book was
topic
talking
that's been
about.
on.
I
It's
just
been
think the whole,
something.
huh?
Yeah, we're in a topic. We're in the world where that's kind of an ongoing,
Yeah, and I'm like, oh
thing.
my God, like I'm with it. So and so it's not and it's not even about bashing trans or not, I'm an old bird. I've been around it. I was part of drag houses.
Yeah,
Uh, you
listen,
know,
there's an artist that I love. Her name is Roisin Murphy, and she spoke
oh
on.
yes, I
But
know. Come on.
I loved her,
How do you
but
say
she
her name? It's
spoke.
not Roisin?
I think it's maybe it's Roisin Murphy.
Okay.
But she doubled down and she had a very anti-trans rhetoric, and I defended her in the beginning. I defended her in the beginning because she said that, I thought, okay, this woman is not trans. She's a straight woman with her own kids, and she has every right to feel that, she wouldn't want her kids on hormone replacement or whatever. I can understand her being like, I would never want that for my kid, but she misspoke and she didn't know what she was talking about because maybe she doesn't know any trans people. Maybe she doesn't have
Right.
that. And that's okay. It might seem to us that she's a gay icon with a lot of trans fans. That's beautiful and great. But she may not know that personally because she doesn't have actual friends that
Right.
go through that or have
Right.
kids that are trans or anything like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Right.
then she doubled down and was like, this is a sickness that the medical community is pushing just to make money off these little kids by giving them hormones. And to me, I don't care what your opinion is at that and that if there's no but if there's no truth, if there's no actual scientific truth to that, then that to me is problematic because then you're just
But
spreading
do
misinformation.
you think that a child and whatever your answer is so you're we're both It's like we're
Yeah.
Madonna family. We're had this. This is get into it. This is what grown folks do. Okay,
Yeah.
get
You have a
into it. This is real
conversation.
talk. Um, but do you? Because I don't think for me personally now as a grown man, and you know I've had trans friends. I have relatives who are or a relative who is trans. I've seen this and learned this when I was a kid. I've seen my cousin go from one gender to another. I couldn't, and in my adult life, I've asked questions because you want to understand. Um, Rest in peace to a lot of my old trans friends too, who some of them aren't even here anymore. Some badass bitches though.
Hmm.
Carlos
I
and
mean,
you know those 90s, early 2000 black drag houses. I
yeah,
was
absolutely.
woo, some
And there were a lot of
badass
people there
bitches.
that weren't even, you can talk about people that regressed from being from being trans male to female, then going back, or vice
Yeah,
versa. Yeah,
yeah.
because a lot of times they didn't know then what it was.
Right.
But do you see how the vocabulary being so broad kind of then puts people in a place where they understand themselves more? Some
Oh,
people didn't want to be like, it's not necessarily that they wanted to have operations. Some people just
right.
felt non-gender conforming,
So I was
or
gonna ask you, do you agree with like a kid going through that, or do you feel like let the kid like kind of think it out first? Let time play a little bit, and then once we get to 18 to 20 or 25,
I know
what if
3 parents with trans children, specifically, and they've spoken to me privately about their situations and how they went through it.
uh-huh
And if you have your own, and again, this is why I bring it down to let people do what is right for their own
for
kid, no matter
them?
what. You cannot tell somebody how to parent, or
Right,
how to,
right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So to strip away the laws and to reverse them, that's dangerous to me, because those parents and how they endured understanding their child, telling them who they were. If they made a documentary of it or something, that would really
Yeah.
open up eyes, because
Yeah.
then you would
Yeah.
understand it's not a night and day
No,
thing.
I understand. Believe me, I'm an old crow. I understand. The confliction within me is just how much, and not just with our community.
It's a delicate
It's a
situation,
delicate
because
topic.
life is a delicate situation. Life
Yeah.
this is a very
Yeah.
delicate
Life is a
subject.
journey. Life is a journey.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
imagine living your whole life feeling like you're in the wrong body.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
I
explain that to you. I don't feel that way. I'm very lucky that I don't have that feeling.
yeah.
But if
Yeah,
you
we
woke
don't
up
understand.
every
Yeah, I don't
single
yeah.
day
Yeah.
to get a surgery, that's pretty serious. To save
Yeah.
all your money, you have no other passions. You can't do anything else, because it costs so much to even get all this stuff done. Then you want to go through passing, so you have to do surgery. That's a lot to me. Like, I think that's a pretty heavy load to put on
Yeah.
somebody if it was just a choice. And then again, if the political climate, they want to say it's a sickness or something wrong with you, then why not help these people and give them therapy, not strip their rights and demonize them and have them murdered, and
Right.
that
No,
this
we won't. We
situation
don't.
happen.
We don't support that. We don't
No,
accept that.
absolutely
And
not. So,
and to any trans person watching this, I'm an old crow, but just my views, not even just in the LGBT community. I gotta be honest with you. The older I get, I am like, who is grandpa? I'm just viewing things so like a lot of the things that I used to really ride for, like really, I like
I'm getting older too. I'm
my,
becoming more
it's
reserved.
evolution.
You get older, you start to hold on to your more conservative ideas. Actually, I think that does happen. I think that's what
Yeah,
you were trying to say initially, and I do
yeah,
agree in a sense.
yeah,
I
yeah,
become
yeah.
more like that. I become more like that, but in the terms of the trans issue, I feel like they're just like your barber. Like, I don't think much of
Oh,
it. They're my
facts,
friends, and
facts.
I don't have,
Yeah,
that transitioning and all that is a personal journey that's so hard and so crazy that, yeah. So then how they do that, and with kids, yeah, sure, I guess it's delicate and you should be careful. You never know, but this is months and months and years of them going to therapy, speaking to somebody one on one. They're trying to assess. They're trying to get to the point you
they're trying to
understand this is.
navigate on your
Yeah, they're
path.
trying to say, do you is this is what you who you are? Are you pretending to be this? Like, this is not just like you're pretending to dress up to go to school today. This is I'm going to kill myself if you don't get me help. I feel like I'm in the wrong body every time I wake up. I don't even want to go to the bathroom. I'm having issues with my body in the bathroom, and these are
Right,
nuances that nobody talks about. Like, when you have to go
right.
pee and you see your body organ, and then the kid is dealing with that every day.
Yeah.
Every day, you're a parent and your kid is crying every day, and you're trying to find the answer. What do you do?
Can I tell you something? So when my trans cousin and I went to a gay club in Florida once, this was
Mm-hmm.
2012. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Um, but Team Reyes, I love you. I don't know. I doubt you watched this, but also I can only speak my truth. I remember when we went to the bathroom, female to male. I remember when we went to the bathroom. He stood next to me too, and I wanted to be like, "How you doing? Tell me about this. How is this possible?" Because, but at the same time, it is also as a human. Never mind me being gay or as a man, your genitalia and me asking you about shit like that. I think that's off limits. That's too
It
far.
should be. It
I don't
should
care
be.
if
The
I'm your
fact that
brother,
it's so
your
easy.
cousin. I don't care if I'm your best friend. Like, unless you want to open up that conversation, which my cousin is a down ass dude. He will, because we are just. And I was like, "How you doing? Okay, okay, life and new age. Look at you." Um. Anyways, so yeah, I don't want anybody who is trans or who is trans, especially young kids, thinking it's just look, uncle. You know how people say parents, you forget at one point you were a kid. Hey, gay guy, you forget that you were a 19-year-old gay boy who was around all that. And a big shout out to all, especially the all the trans and the LGBT people that I met when I first came out. When I say the name Michelle Ruiz, sorry for the full government. What comes to your mind?
Momager, um, hard worker, New York City attitude, boss ass bitch. Don't fuck with her. Don't fuck with me or you're fucking with her. So
Basic. Say that
that's
shit again, Carlos. Say it again.
yeah, Miss Michelle, thank you for everything. You are such a queen to me. And she's a real, as you mentioned and said in the beginning, New York City representation. I don't even feel that as much, but truly, she is just nightlife extraordinaire, hard worker, great
God bless her.
person, rock and roll.
God bless her. A big shout out to you, Michelle.
Yes,
I
Michelle, we love you.
I also know DJ Chauncey is someone who is near and dear to your heart still to this day.
My brother, yes, to
So
this
when I
day.
say DJ Chauncey, what comes to your head or mind?
Hardest worker ever. I mean, he is doing the activist work day to day. He is a freedom fighter, a legendary DJ who plays to the crowd, but also plays to his instincts. He's an author and a songwriter himself who
Wait,
has
wait, wait.
music out.
Stop, 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 stop. Go back. Author. What's the name of the book?
He has a poetry book out. He has two poetry books out from A
Shut your
to
mouth.
Z. He has two poetry books out, and I think he might be working on something new as well.
What's the name of it, Papa?
It's called From A to Z, Chauncey Dandridge, and it kind of goes through all the letters in the alphabet, and he kind of goes through all his writings from the 90s on. Uh, and I have it in my bedroom. I have it signed. It's volume one from A to Z. Something tsunami A to Z.
Something tsunami. Let me see. Got you. Got it.
Yeah, and
Okay,
he's also
DJ Chauncey.
he's
Pull
a
up.
rock. He's a rock star as well.
DJ Chauncey. Show this video to him. Chauncey. Chauncey, darling. I've got my kimono on for you, darling. So let me speak to you. Let me channel Mariah, darling, even though I'm from Long Island and I have 80 hours of beauty school. Chauncey, season 5.
Manifest.
So I'm saying season 5 in the summer. The book must be promoted and your activism must be celebrated. That's it.
He's always fighting for the cause.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. Signed, sealed, delivered. Shout out to
easy.
that. Get that book wherever you guys can. Indescribable is the song. The next single is called
Wake Up. It's coming out June 5th. I'm throwing a party at Stonewall on June 10th. It's going to be upstairs from 6 to 9. I'm releasing the song and the music video. So look out for that.
What day is that?
June 5th is the release of the song. It'll be on all digital streaming. And then the next Friday, I'm releasing the music video. So that'll be June 12th. But if you're able to make it to my party, it's a sneak peek on June 10th at Stonewall.
June 10th. No, I'll be asleep. I look, obviously, but
I'll send you. I'll send you a video.
look, oh look, I got to work the next morning. I'm sorry.
I'll send you a nice video. You can wake up
I
to.
the Friday June 12th situation. Is there a function that day you said?
I'm gonna release the video on YouTube. So I'll put it. I'll put the
Oh,
official YouTube
okay.
post.
I understand. I understand. I thought there was another function. I was gonna say now that one, I could pull up.
Mm-mm.
Wednesday night. Mm-mm. And
I
that's one of
know.
the
I
things
had a few
about
people
getting
drop
older,
out.
bro.
Yeah, I had a few people drop out. I made it from 6 to 9, and I thought that would be safe.
That's
But there's,
perfect.
it's a nice early event, but there's still people that can't make it because it's still a school night. So I understand, and I was a little bitter, but what are you gonna do? You
No,
have to push
I
forward.
get it. I get it. Look, you have my full support with whatever you need, bro. Like however I can support you on my end, please let me know. Even if it's just a phone call and you just need to like vent or just talk about life. My door is always open.
Thank you, thank you.
Um all right, what time is it? Oh my God, I could talk to you all day. Okay,
We went on
so
and on.
we can go on and on, but I'm going to come to a hard stop in about 5 minutes just because I have now 3 episodes to finish producing, including, well, this is one of the three. I told myself I would take time today to do this. The weather is nice though, so I kind of want to run out and go to the dispensary and go for a walk as well too. With that said, I can't thank
Ditto.
you enough. I'm very inspired and proud of you. I'm still watching till this day. I love you so much for coming back full circle around. And you'll be back again. I pray on it.
Yes.
Um, and for having this real to real talk, you see, I felt comfortable enough to like, okay,
Yeah.
this is how it goes down because everything that he said, even just with the conversation we were just having, it's like, it's exactly that. It's like, just remember what it was like. And sometimes you gotta
I
be,
mean, above all
you
else,
got,
it's all
you
about
gotta be
kindness
big
and
unk in
love.
this community. You gotta be big unk now. And you gotta remember that this new generation also, because I don't want them also to remember what, you know what it is too? Is it's not even about trans. It's just about the rainbow and period. Because there's people too that just want to jump on the bandwagon for the sake of bandwagon. I'm not talking to y'all. Like how we
Hmm.
call culture vultures. I'm
There's
not
a lot of
talking
people
to
that
you.
are problematic. Yeah, and they ruin it for
I'm
everyone else. Absolutely.
Caitlyn Jenner. I'm not talking to you either,
Ugh.
Bruce.
No. Yeah, that's a
I
no.
know that this isn't nice. I shouldn't be saying Bruce. No, because you didn't give a fuck
She's
about
not one
all
of
the other
us.
girls that came from behind you. Fuck you, Bruce.
She's not one of the
Um,
girls. She's a privileged girl.
Sit here and play games with
Mm-mm.
me. I might feel the way I do, but I'm still gonna defend my bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well, that's
saying?
how you grow. It's all about love. That's it. That's where
That's
you
it.
have
It's
to carry
love.
it
It's
with
love. Yeah,
love
no,
at
it's
the end.
love. It's love. It's love. I am surprised though how conservative I have changed. I guess that's kind of cool though. There's nothing
That
wrong with
comes with
that.
age. It really does. I think that's
Yeah,
a universal thing.
yeah. Just never let go of the inner child in you
You're
and
into
everything
your
that got you
yeah.
to
It's
that.
all about your intent. It's all about where you
Mm,
stem from, where your truth comes from. Does it come from a place of hate? Does it come from a place of pain? Does it come
right.
from a place of growth? Are you just trying to learn? Because everybody we all have the right to learn and grow. Sometimes we don't say the right things. That's okay.
Yeah.
We all should have the right to make the mistake. We live in a world where now everything is filmed and everything is caught, and we're doing podcasts right now, and
Yeah.
anything you say, oh my God, and it can be a soundbite. That is crazy. People have the right to be foolish, to be misinformed, to learn, to get better, to be better. At the end of the day, you carry it with love. That's the most important thing.
Love. I love, speaking of love, I love that you said that. All right, we're gonna wind this episode down. I love you. Thank you.
I love you too.
Thank you. Um, Listen, my love, we're gonna end this episode down with two games. I lost.
I love the games. The games are fun.
No, listen. Get ready. Let me find it. Here we go. All right. Pedro Pas. I'm sorry. Let's play a game of who would you rather? Fuck. Pedro
Oh my
Pascal
God.
or Oscar Isaac?
Oscar Isaac.
I agree. Jonathan Bailey or Matt Bomber?
Matt Bomber.
I agree, actually. Okay, so look at us two for two. Yeah. Idris Elba or Michael B. Jordan? I asked Claudia this the other day.
Oh my goodness, both. I am not gonna
Actually, wait a
pick
minute. Hold on.
one.
It just got
I'm
hot.
certainly not gonna pick. That's a man.
Hold on.
That's woo,
Kimono off.
woo. That is two kinds of men right there. See, the other ones you put together, they
Look,
were all a sum of a man. Those
I, I
two, they're too many men.
I might do the remainder of this episode just wearing this chain. I got
Woo.
hot.
Yeah,
Um. Okay. No, it really did get hot in here. Or maybe it's just a day and I'm in front of a big window.
those two
That's
names,
so
Idris Elba
funny.
and Michael B. Jordan, honey.
That's so funny. All right. Henry Cavill or Chris Evans? Or Seville,
Henry
or however you
Cavill.
say his name. Huh?
Henry Cavill. Is that how you
Cavill?
say it?
Yeah, Cavill. I say Chris Evans, but honestly, neither one of them do it for me.
Yeah, yeah. I could have picked either one. They're too
Okay,
white for me.
I'm sorry. Tay Diggs or Boris Kojo? I'm
I don't
taking
know which one
Boris.
Boris is. Which was Boris?
You do know who Boris is. Light skinned brother, bald head. He's married to that really pretty actress, fine body since the
What
90s.
was he in?
I can't think of it, but do a quick Google search and then you're gonna be like, oh.
I have to know.
No,
I
do
have to
your
know.
search and I'm gonna hit you with two other ones. Lenny Kravitz or Jason Momoa?
Lenny Kravitz and definitely Boris Kojo. Yeah, and I
Perfect.
love. It's got to be Lenny Kravitz. Easy
Lenny?
breezy.
I'll take
I love
Jason.
Jason Momoa. I think I
No,
just
I
just
got to experience that.
he's
Yeah.
great, but Lenny Kravitz is just such a legendary, iconic sex god.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm taking Momoa all day. I want you to
He's
just
beautiful.
slam me down on the
He's
bed and
beautiful. He needs
just,
a lot of stuff to be beautiful, and I don't think that Lenny Kravitz
I don't
does.
think, I don't think so.
He has a lot of tattoos. He's built himself up. He used to be a
Oh,
white,
I see what you're saying. Yeah, but
like
then
his whole
so is
persona.
Lenny. Lenny works out. All right, we can
Well,
go on and on about this.
Lenny's like 60, and oh my god, he just looks great.
90s Kid Edition, very us. Will Smith, Fresh Prince era only, or Mekhi Phifer?
I'm gonna go with Will Smith. I love Will Smith.
Morris Chestnut or Shamar Moore?
Shamar Moore,
Tupac or Nas?
Tupac.
In the realm of this is not a game now of who would
Who
you
would
rather
be
sleep with, but who do you just rather in general? Who do you prefer as a person? Stanley Tucci or Anderson Cooper?
Stanley Tucci.
I agree. There's something about Anderson that just actually there's something about him and his best friend that I'm not something in the milk ain't clean, but maybe I could just be judging.
It's just a perfect way to put it.
So yeah, something, and I got that from Al Reynolds. That's not even my line, but Andy Cohen or speaking of or RuPaul. I'll say
RuPaul.
Ru. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Is it bad that I feel the same way about RuPaul too? Something in the milk ain't clean. Like I feel like
She's in the top. She's the top drag queen of the world. She just
she absolutely
it
is,
can't
but
be perfect. It can't be
yeah, you're
squeaky
right. I'm
clean.
sorry, Ru. I'm sorry, RuPaul Charles.
She made
You're
it. She
right.
clawed
I
her way
know
to the
your
top.
story, and you gotta.
Yeah. She's a
Yeah,
rock
no,
star
I
in her
rock with
own way.
RuPaul all the way,
I ain't
all
gonna
the
mess
way.
with her fracking. I'm not gonna. It's just not even. I guess when you're that rich, it ain't my business.
It's above our tax bracket.
Yeah,
Impossible Madonna gay questions. Dinner with Madonna or backstage access for the rest of her life?
backstage access for the rest of my life.
Rest of, well, both of yours, because let's just be frankly, how much is
Yeah,
she gonna do? Meet
yeah.
young Madonna or meet current Madonna? Well, I feel like you've
Oh,
been
meet young
you've
Madonna.
already celebrated New Year's with the bitch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had my moments.
Yes, you have. Be Madonna's backup dancer or creative director?
Creative director.
I
I
agree.
love what she does, and I know that you too. Like you would really understand and be like, I want. I'm not. Truly think that we look at them as geniuses. These creative moments where they've done confessions and stuff. But I think if we had our hand in it, we would be organized. We would come up with ideas. We would have the respect of the history, and then kind of pushing forward. So we would have fun with that. That would be so exciting and fun, and just create a show. Just
I
sounds so
would have.
dynamite.
Yeah,
Being
she
a
would have.
backup dancer is crazy hard work.
Yes.
We're way past our sell-by day. I don't know if we would survive a day. Oh God, I can't even think about doing 6 days. Oh man, I can't do the
Nah.
hours.
I would love to be part of the creative team, and I wish someone would have called me during the MDNA era. Rebel Heart, I feel like we got back to form, even with that promotion
Hmm.
for those
Yeah,
several couple months was back to rare form. I
yeah.
wish somebody would have called me during the Madam X. I'm like, ooh, Medellin.
Yeah, we could
Could
have
have
been
started
there.
this with Faj Castoso and go from
Yeah.
there. Or she could have just made a whole video. I heard, are you going to Beacon Theater?
I'm going to Beacon Theater. I'm going to Beacon Theater. I know. I
For
know.
those who don't know, Madonna is releasing her latest album, Confessions on the Dance Floor, Dos. You've heard me talk about it on the show. What she has done, from what I read, is a visual album for 6 songs or an entire album
Like an 11-minute, 6-song preview film concept with
of the
actors
album and
of
the
the
entire
songs.
visual form. So,
Yeah.
so let me ask you this. So there is a longer version. This is just showing the preview.
No, I think this is it. I think it's like an 11
This
film
is it.
minute film. Yeah.
So sit down for 11 minutes and then Q&A with the Queen.
And Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, I
Yeah,
can see why she loves him. I
doing
get
the
it.
Q&A. She loves
I
him.
guess
Yeah.
that's her new David Letterman, which by the way, she needs to reconnect with him and do his Netflix show. I need an episode with him and her.
That would
Um,
be really smart, actually. Now that she did the studio for Apple Mute for Apple TV, I think that would be smart to get more on the digital world and just get off the TV. She always has that control with the TV with her favorite people and stuff. She can get into this kind of podcasty world with the David Letterman thing
it's
on
time.
Netflix.
I need her to pull up to Drink Champs. Nori or someone that works at Drink Champs. I need you guys talk about Madonna often. You guys have a lot of artists that in hip hop that have thrown Madonna so much flowers. Per example, Big Daddy Kane.
She would be.
Um,
This would be the right time. She would definitely love to do that.
have you heard the story
Probably.
about with Big Daddy Kane?
Well, she
That
was.
she took him to the hospital where kids were sick and they're like, oh, Madonna, and she's like, no, but that's it ain't no dun, 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 dun. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that she used the Pete Rock. I'm sorry, this episode was supposed to end, but listen, hold on, we can talk for
I
hours.
love Big Daddy Kane. He loves. He was in the Sex Book.
In the sex book, but on the celebration tour, dun, 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 dun,
That
dun,
was
dun,
in
dun, dun, dun.
in Human
That's
Nature. It was in
and
the
Human
intro
Nature.
of
I
Human
didn't
Nature.
hear that sample in Boston when I heard her, but when I saw it
It
on
depends
the,
where you heard it in the audience, because that sometimes you weren't hearing the right. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
heard
hear.
it in certain spots. I was closer. When I was closer, I could hear it right in front of her. When you were further
Oh,
away, you couldn't hear that sample.
I thought she added that for the final show. The same way I didn't hear "I Love New York" in the intro. The
Mhm.
chord dun, 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 when
Yeah,
that
yeah. But
intro.
so
Dun, dun.
Michelle was the one that noticed that sample when we were hearing it
Yeah.
live. She was like, "Oh my god, this hip hop sample!" And she started screaming.
Yeah, and when I heard that one, I was like, "Yo, Madonna is so true to hip hop." I mean, she was
She
there in
is
the forefront. So
absolutely.
I need her to do Drink Champs, and yeah, and just keep doing all the ooh, yeah, I need her to do Drink Champs, and I'm gonna tell
This is
you
an
why.
exciting era. This is going to be an
Give her
exciting
a little
time.
bit of champagne and maybe and just
Oh, I'd be so
drop
happy
it
to
in.
see it.
And I also need her and Janet Jackson before either one of them pass to finally. I don't need a song. I don't need anything. I just need to see you two. It's time.
Janet needs to be out more because Madonna's been out. You saw her with Cher at the Met Gala. I was just like happy to see pictures of them all together.
You watch her mouth, Carlos.
Janet
Mother
needs to
is
come out.
always out. Mother's on tour in
I
Japan
want to
right
see
now.
her. She needs to be stop going to events that are just for her. They're just made for her.
I thought Madonna would invite her to the celebration tour and ask her, hell, we got Kylie. I thought that would have been awesome. Yo, come
I
see
think
the show.
it's good timing. I feel like she's been
Like,
with Kylie. She's been with everybody. You
perfect.
see
So
her
why is Janet
taking a
Jackson and
picture with Gina
Madonna avoiding
Davis.
each other?
I think Janet's been kind of hiding a little bit. She hasn't been out. I need her to come
Yes,
out more.
she has. She's on tour all the time.
She's on tour. She's on tour right now.
Yeah, she's doing a tour in Japan with one of the K-pop bands. I don't know their all I know
Okay.
is BTS, and I don't want to say the wrong thing because I almost I
Listen,
almost said something forgetting that the camera's
they're
on
good though.
record.
They're good. These K-pop bands, they're making most of the money in the music industry. That's the craziest thing. So it's smart.
Bananas.
If she's part of a tour with a K-pop band, that might be the smartest thing she's done with,
Yeah.
you
Nah,
know.
Janet's still out there doing it. I that's always been my dream. All right. Carlos, tell the world where we can listen to Indescribable and your music one more time.
You can listen to Indescribable on Apple Music, on Spotify, on YouTube. Those are the three main ones that I would consider. My next song is coming out on June 5th. It's called Wake Up. And you should check me out on Carlos Acosta _official on Instagram. And you'll see in my bio, you can see my link tree where you can buy some merch if you want to buy some merch. And you can see all my
You
music
got merch? I'll
videos.
buy merch.
And everything is there for everyone to
Okay.
see. Let me know if you like it.
Okay.
It's all kind of new, but I'm trying to work it out in the social media world. Like we kept saying that it's so hard to navigate. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
slowly doing my
I didn't
little
know you have
artistic
merch. Oh,
stuff.
fuck yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
check it out.
By the way, the veins in the neck is sexy. I'm a little aroused.
Are my veins showing? Oh my God.
A little bit. No, it was kind of hot. You know when guys flex and it's like, "Arr," I was like, oh, the neck is flexing.
Okay.
Just keep the skin tight so when you're 70, it's not looking like a gobble neck.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm just giving you a hard time. Tell Carlos, did you say already your social medias? I'm sorry.
Yep, I did. I did.
You did. My apologies. My apologies. Let me just change the view here before we disconnect. I love you. Thank you. A big
Thank you. It
shout
was a
out.
great
Pass the
talk.
message on forward to Chauncey for me. Shout out to Chauncey. Shout out to Michelle. Um, and just shout out to you and just keep being a creative and don't stop and just honestly,
Thank you.
Carlos, you're
You
one of
too.
a
You
kind.
keep going.
So
Keep doing your
that's from
podcast.
me to
Keep creating
you, from one
conversations.
Carlos to another. I love how you put Carlos with a C in this whole episode. I've been thinking, should I put Carlos with a K? But I hate
Yeah,
being
I'm
called
Carlos
that.
with a C, Carlos with a K,
It's
Carlos
so annoying.
Reyes.
It's like,
Woo.
yeah, my name's with a K, but I don't. Anyways, whatever. Anyways, let's leave the show with one final thought. My final thought is I feel incredible. I feel blessed. And honestly, this conversation with you is like soul food. So I want to just offer my thanks. What's your final thought?
I feel recharged. I feel refreshed. It's good to have a conversation that felt like it pulled me in a lot of different directions. I really like the games were fun and they kind of lightened things up. And then we got into some deep conversations
Yeah.
actually. And
Yeah,
that's good. It's okay. It's important. And
it's good.
that's what podcasts are made for. The best podcasts are the ones that are not as safe as you thought and the
Yeah.
ones that make you reach for different thoughts in your mind, you know?
Yeah.
So thank
Always,
you
it's
for
always
doing that.
giving each other something. It's because it's an even exchange, giving each other something to think about.
It gives you something to fester on and it feeds off of each other and then it
Yeah.
creates great conversations. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you for being here. I'm gonna let you go. Go enjoy your day. I thank you, and I'll message you privately in a few.
Okay, thank you. I'll
You're
see you
welcome,
soon.
everybody. Check him out. That's Carlos, and hopefully he'll be back for season 5.
I will.
Please and thank you. All right, my.